Hello my dear friends and welcome back to my tutorial where I continue working with RCC house. Long time I didn't update anything, so today we will continue that. The previous tutorial we already finished our panels, but we didn't apply these panels to our building. So where now we'll do that. We already have the panels. If you don't know how to do that, just watch the previous tutorial. There I did a really big, huge tutorial how you can create kind of the panels. Today we will apply it for our building. Actually, our building now doesn't have anything, just columns for the first floor. We even don't have any floors, but anyway, we have the levels. We will use our levels. First we will create something like an exterior view, like a boundary, like a facade, and only after that we will create our internal things such as columns, such as floors and staircases and other things. Okay, so we are ready to start and let's do that. So here is my panels, and we have the two ways how we can import our panels. We can create our mesh form like the linked one, I mean the independent one, or we can do everything in one file. So our tutorial, it's like special specification or documentation. It's not so detailed. I will do in one document, but better making the facade like external document, so it like linked file. Anyway, I will load it inside to my project, and we will work with in my project. So here we are, and what we're gonna do next we will go to the floor and we're starting to create our form, our meshing form. First of all, you should switch it on, our form, and after that you should start to create mesh in place. Call it external even the facade cannot be internal, but sometimes it can be. Okay, so we have our naming correctly, and here's our mesh form, and I'm starting to create the mesh form. So I'm not will be so accurate, so I will try to make first something like a form, and only after that I will use the align key and I will try to make it more accurate. I will try to connect to the grids. On this side here it's impossible, as you can see, it's impossible to make it the grids, but here I will use the dimension. You know that thing, I don't like this such as these numbers. I will choose this line and I will change to 1000 right now. I say 1000, why it's doing the 1000, and I think it's 1150. Let's try it. Such a close, much close, and yes, this is something like I want. I will delete this dimension, and let's do the same thing here. Here we can connect to the our grid like this. Don't pin it, we don't need it. Don't lock it, I mean. This is my mistake. Don't lock it, it's not needed for kind of these forms. Again, I will use dimension, and I hope this here the same distance, 1200 millimeter. Yeah, it's so we can say we did correctly everything. And as you can see, we have the things such as here. Don't do anything for now. We will optimize it later on. For now, leave it as it is. Okay, we did it. Here the same situation, as you can see on this part, I mean. Here we should be accurate because our facade is going internal here, and again it's going from this point to here. So okay, let's go to the 3D view. Now I will select our boundary and let's create the form. As you can see, here's our form, but we don't know where it should finish. For that, you should go to the elevation, north view. We already did it in some tutorial, I don't remember which one, but we already did it. And I will extend till this level. As you can see, exactly on this level, our panel is finished. I will use the align key. I will align it. And as you can see, here's our boundary. We did it. I will go back to the 3D view. and here is our boundary. Let me will see picture. As you can see, here is the not any fillet, so here is the 90% angle, so we can leave it as it is for now. Let's select one face and let's divide it to the surface, because we should divide it to the surface. But I not remember the size of our panel. Let me, I will check where is our panel. I will check it here because we already did it. Let's select it, 5000, this is horizontal one, 5800. Let me, I will apply the same settings here. Select your grid. After that, change the layout from the fixed number to the fixed distance. And I hope this is 5800 millimeter. Let me try. Looks like that. Okay. Let's go back. Let's select again this network and 11 to the 800 millimeter. Okay, let's do the same thing. Again, change the layout to the fixed distance, 11 to the 8 millimeter. Yeah, here is the mistake. As you can see, here is the UV map, it's the rotated. So as you understand, here it will be 11800 and here it will be 5800. Yeah, now it looks like what we want. Okay, but the main thing, as you can see, our distance, it's not exactly, as you understand, our panel cannot be start from the 3 meter or 2 meter here, I don't know how much, but actually we shouldn't have any gap between in our entrance. So we can fix it if we will select our network, and with our 11,000 it's here. Justification, we should change from the center to beginning. Let's try it. And as you can see, it's starting exactly with our ground floor. But on the end level, we will have the problems such as you can see here. But if you have a look here, our roof finishing exactly on this level. It's such close. But our top roof, it's already here. So for now, we can leave it as it is. Later on, we will fix it. So right now, we're just creating the boundary and the first panels. It's not will looks 100%, but we are going on this way. Okay, we did it. Let me, I will do now same thing around. So just select your face, divided by surface, and do it one by one. If you are new in Revit, if you are working not so long time in Revit, do it one by one. Yes, it's much slower, but you will sure you're doing everything right. Okay, I did it. Now select one grid, just rotate it. Hold the Control key, select another grid. As you can see now, divided surface, it's number 2. I mean, it's 2, not only 1. Again, rotate it. And hold the Control key again and select another grid. And now, as you can see, divided surface, it's number 3. And again, change the layout distance. Here is, as I remember, 5800 millimeter, and here it's 11. Fixed distance, 11,800 millimeter, and here we're starting from beginning, as you remember. Let me check. Yeah, I did mistake. Again, 11,800, 5,800. Here's center, here's beginning. Now exactly everything right, as you can see. Okay, we did it. Now we can apply our panel. Before we will do that, better to save our mess, save our project, because maybe something will we will get some error. We don't wanna lose our job. Let me go back to the model in place. Let me will select one surface for now. I mean the network. I will select only one for now. It's here. Change your NOR pattern to the panel. It's here. And it will take a bit of time because our panels, it's here. Okay, here is our panels. As you can see, everything working. Now select another one. You can now select everything just using the Control key. Don't forget about the Control key, and be careful when you will select. You should select only the pattern divide surface, not the mesh form. And again, use the panel. It will take time a bit. Don't worry about the rotation. I mean the about our panels, because we can change direction. As you remember from our picture, it should be mirrored, as you can see. We can easily do that, so it's not a big problem for now. Okay, as you can see, here is our it's like a core shell of our building, and let's maybe rotate panels. Use the tab key like this, and just use the you cannot make it with the space bar. Okay, we can actually change the panel. Let's maybe do that. So we need another type of panel, which is will be looking on the other side. Actually, we should go back to our family, and we should do that thing to the just to the mirror everything to the other side. We have much easiest way, but better if you are new, just recreate everything. If you are lazy, of course, to do that, you will get all the panels below this video. There you will find the link where you can download this both type of the panels, and you don't need to recreate anything. For me, I will just load it inside to my project again. As you can see, here is our RC architecture ground floor. Let me load it again here. I will go to the 3D, and now I just can use the tab key, select it, and as you can see, here is tab 2. Once I will select, it will be rotate. Let me check. Yeah, it's both here. We should change direction. So just tab key, Control, tab key. Yeah, it's taking the time. We have a lot of the way how we can do that, but I prefer when I'm teaching you do everything manually, because we are not rushing anywhere. Okay, as you can see, I'm doing the one by one. I'm using just tab key, hold the Control, click, and don't hold anything. Now again use the tab key, hold the Control, and again click, and just on and on till you will finish these all panels. Just give me a second. And one more. And now just change it to the another type. And as you can see, now it looks like much closer. It looks like this building. Actually, in the other side, the same situation, so we should do the same thing. But the thing on the sides, it's looking only on one side. Somewhere I have the pictures. Give me a second. We have our pure ref, and there we have the pictures with our building. Let me load it. Give me a second. Let me load it our pictures. I not remember complete house. I think this one. Yes. And as you can see, this is our sides, and it's looking on the one side only. So it means, yeah, it's looking only on one side. It means we don't have, we shouldn't do a lot of the work. Okay, so let me, I will create the same thing on the back side, and I will back. Okay, as you can see, I did it. It takes really like maybe 2 minutes, not much. Okay, so here we are, and now we should, oh, yeah, as you can see, it's now some problem. Actually, not problem, we should go back to our model in place, and we should switch it off, creation geometry, partial geometry. And as you can see, it's trying to create, yeah, this is gray one, this is partial geometry. Let's unswitch it off. Where is our layouts? Partial, yeah, empty, not any partial. Let me select it here. Much better to select it here. Partial empty. Here I will do the same thing. And the last one on the other side here. Partial empty. And let's create it. Now, as you can see, we don't have any external geometry, so as we want, everything alright. Yeah, we have something like, as you can see here, with the distance. We should fix it actually our geometry, but I found the one thing what I forgot. Let me go back to the north view, and as you can see, here is our level, 11,800 millimeter. This is kind of right, but as you can see here, it's not 11,000, so we should actually change our geometry. It's 9,900 millimeter, and actually I get here really worse number. Actually, we can change it really faster. It will be 5,100 millimeter, and now it's much better. So what we should do? We should actually, let me will try to explain. Actually, right now we have one geometry like this, and our geometry dividing by network like this 1, 2, 3, and all this network should be same. If we wanna make, for example, some of this network differently, for example, our first level should have different size. This one, we should this part a bit extend, and here we should create the new geometry. So we will just create here the new geometry with the new network, and by this way visually we will have like different facade, but actually we will have only just two form with the two types of the network. So enough the lyrics, let's go to the practice. I will go back now to my form. It's really nice when I can show you the real situation with the problems, not like when I'm showing you when everything alright. Okay, let me select the form. Where is my form? Form it's here. Actually, we can use the align key, and let's align it. Now our form going a bit up, as you can see. Yeah. Now much better. For the last level it doesn't matter, but for all of the other levels, and as you remember, our level it should have distance. I not remember actually distance between two of them. It's 9,900 millimeters. So what does mean? We should select our face. For example, like this. And here's, as you can see, distance. As I said, 9,900 millimeter. Enter. And now it will become to right distance. Yeah, now it looks everything messy. Don't blame me, please. I will do just one by one, all the side. Give me a second. Here I will do the same thing, 9,900 millimeter, and the other side also. We should make the same thing. And to recalculate our view, I mean to update our view, better finish mesh and come back again. Let me will finish mesh, and we will go back again inside to the mesh to create our first level. And here is our geometry. Let me will go to the front view, and as you can see, now it's exactly by two levels as we talk on our first tutorial, except the last level. Of course the last level it will be highest the one, and we should create here the same thing. Actually we will do the same thing like we did on the first level. Let me I will calculate where is my dimension. Okay, I will go to the north view. Here is better to calculate, and let me I will calculate how much here. 12,400 millimeter. Okay, let's go back to the 3D view. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of the works with the facade, but here it's not just simple facade as you can think on the first time. Okay, we did it, and so our first geometry will finish here. Like this. I will recalculate our facade and I will come back here again. So I'm back, and now I said we should create another geometry. But how we can create another geometry? So we should create, if you think we should create again the form, no. Actually, you can just select this face and just click on the create the form. Revit automatically will create the new form. Actually, it's not new form, it's part of your main form. And now let's use the align key and let's align this face. And as you can see, now we have another type of the level. Now select one of the side. Let's create its surface. And again, the same thing we should do. Fixed distance. Here is 11,000, if it's 11,400 millimeter, as I remember. Starting with beginning. Here it's the fixed distance, and we will save the same dimension. Actually, no. It's my mistake with dimension. How much it's here? Okay, I will just guess. It's 11,900. Such a close. 12,400. So okay, yeah, 12,400. Let's select it and let's apply. Here it's our panel. Yes, and let's do right now rotation. I mean, not rotation, we just change the panel with the control, don't forget, and panel type 2. Actually, here will be another type panel if we're going to the our main pictures. As you can see here, just one big unique panel, but we will do it later on. Yeah, as I said, here is a lot of the work with the facade, but you want a result, so here I'm just showing you result on this stage. Let me do again here the fixed distance, 12,400 millimeter with the beginner, and here is again fixed 5,800 millimeter. Okay, nice. And here and here. Oh yeah, here mistake. This side and this side. Divide. Oh, we should unswitch it partial. Yeah, this is really main thing. 12,400 millimeter from the starting, from the beginning, I mean. Distance, and here 5,800 millimeter. And for this side it should be two. It's really hard to select right now. It's okay, selected, and here is empty, not any partition, and here is empty. Now let's select all our sides one by one, again with the control. Better to do like that. And let's use the panel type 1. For this panel, as you know, we will change it to the panel type 2. And here we are. I will finish recalculate, and I will back. Now, as you can see, our last level have the different network. Our panel is much bigger than previous one, but as you understand, by the form we can easily manipulate with this distance. If our distance will change here, we can easily change it in our form. So I will do something new for this type of tutorial. You should do, it's like homework, you should do the same thing with the first level. What we did on the last level, you should do the same thing for the first level. In the next tutorial, you will be able to download already final version of this tutorial. So if you be mistake, if you will have some problems with that, don't worry, in the next tutorial you will get the my file, you will able to continue with the my file. But it will be better if you will try to do the same thing for the first level. Don't forget, if you don't have the panels and if you don't have the panel type 2, if you don't know how to create it, watch my previous tutorial, or you can download it below this video. For this tutorial is finished. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.